Hey guys, so this is part 2 of how to open up the hips. There's a lot of other things that we can do that we may not have covered in the first video or this video, but this is a good start, and I'll be posting more shortly, so stay tuned and I'll take any other requests that you guys have as well. But to start, last week we finished with wide angle pose or bounded angle pose. So either your feet were together, or you were sitting like this, or you had blocks to sit on. So if you're sitting on a block, and you're just opening up like this, okay? I have 2 blocks this time, and I highly recommend you getting a second block if you feel that your mobility is a little bit tight at this time. Start with 2 blocks, and then eventually you will not need a block. So we finished off like this. Got a few other stretches for you guys. One is called the cow face pose. So it's a little bit more of an advanced option of this, okay? So if you want a little bit more, you're going to come up, cross one knee in front of the other, and open up the feet to the side and sit. So you want to sit with both your sit bones on the floor. Your knees should be facing the front. Both your butt cheeks should be on the floor. So just kind of wiggle, find your way down into the floor, okay? If you're feeling pretty good, you can come down, fold over, keep your butt down, okay, don't let it lift up. If that's too much, you grab a block, rest on it, rest your head on it. This is why I love this thing. It really helps you get deep into the stretch without really forcing it. So it'll help you get deeper into the stretch over time, and then eventually you won't need it anymore. So make sure you do the other side. Slowly switch, okay? And you should feel it open up all right here in the hips. And tight hips usually contribute to tight lower backs. So this is a great way to sit, stretch. And again, I'm going to go through the stretches just a little bit quicker, but I do recommend you hold each stretch for about 3 to 5 deep breaths and breathe into the stomach, deep breaths. No shallow breathing right here, okay? Let it all in. Got a lot of shallow breathing when you work out. So deep breaths, just enjoy and relax, okay? So again, this way or this way. You cannot do the cow face pose, okay? Next up, we're going to go into laying down poses. Should feel good. So you're going to lay down. We're going to start with bringing one leg in. So just hold it in tight. You should feel the stretch in the bum. This leg, keep it anchored down. Okay, if you feel it raising up, then relax a bit, let it go, so that you can flex the leg, keep it anchored to the ground. Okay? So one option is to straighten as much as you can. If this is all you can do, that's okay. Just grab right behind in the back of the thigh. If you have a little bit more flexibility in your hips and hamstrings, straighten it up. Use your peace fingers and grab the big toe. So this is a supine hand to big toe pose. It's a good stretch for the hamstrings, the calves, all the way down to the hips. Now, whether you're here or you're here, I want you to open up to the side, like that. Slowly, okay? Take your time. If you go too fast, you might feel a cramp in your hip. So, take your time. Just kind of pull and feel the inner thigh open up. Keep this leg grounded. If you feel it lifting, then you might be going too far, okay? So whether your knee's bent or your leg is straight, you choose the option and you go as far as you can go. And keep yourself down. So again, holding this pose here for a little bit, 3 to 5 breaths. And when you're ready, you're going to pick it up, whether the knee is bent or straight, and you're going to take it over to the other side. So leg straight would look like this, or leg bent, sorry, would look like this. Rotate. Keep both your shoulder blades on the ground, okay? So if you feel your arm is lifting up, you're going too far. So if you can't get the knee all the way down, that's okay. You can hold it up, even, block, rest the leg on it, keep both your shoulders down. If you don't need it, and you can go leg straight, then you grab the foot. Again, keep that upper back on the floor, keep this leg nice and straight. It's okay to turn this leg a bit, so it doesn't have to be completely flat. Good. Face out. Now this is a little bit more advanced, this next thing I'm going to do. So it's an option. You can either stay here or roll with me. So you're going to come up, roll up, and open up the hips right in here. If this is too much, bend the knee and try to lift. Okay? And again, holding a few breaths. Come on back. We'll do the other side. I'll go through a little quicker. Bring it in. Up. Open. Leg down. Strong. Other side. Roll over. Come back. Give yourself a big hug. Oh. And just roll out a little bit. Now we're going to come up. If you want to rock up, or if you want to slowly come up, it's up to you. Come on up. Now, we're going to use these. These are going to be your best friends for this next pose. For some of you who cannot do this next pose is called garland pose, or malasana, or a super, super deep squat. So, this is what it should look like. Coming down, heels down, open the knees. So you also want to open the feet further apart. Push out with the elbows onto the knees, hands in prayer, and look up. This is a great stretch for the lower back, quads, the glutes, the hips, of course. From the side, it looks like this, chest up. So make sure you're not like this. You're not out in nature, dropping a deuce. You want to be proud, look up. Okay, so this is the pose. If you cannot get your heels down, and a lot of people can, a lot of people, they come down like this. Okay? Use the blocks. Have a seat. Stack them on top. Starting beginner, you can just do this. You can try to open up and push out. Okay? And then eventually, one block down. And then eventually, no blocks. Okay, so take your time, use these, they're your best friend. Another option with these blocks is to place them under your heels if you cannot get the heels down. So, put them right here. Same thing. So the goal is to try to rest the weight into the heels. If you don't have the blocks, and if you're focusing too much on your balls of your feet, you might get cramps. It's not really stretching out your hips. And there might be a lot of pressure on your ankles and knees. So, try to get something underneath. If you don't have blocks, get a blanket. Roll up the blanket and treat them like these blocks. Okay? So again, chest up. Try not to round. Don't do it like this. Okay? Chest up. And to finish off laying down the hoses, or the hoses on the floor, just slowly come down. Shake it off. After all that, ideally, again, holding those poses for a few minutes, or a few breaths. A few minutes is okay too if you have the time. And you can finish off in a forward fold. So if this is all you can do, it's okay. And then just kind of come down a little bit. Use a block. And just do a little rest. But if you have a little bit more flexibility, fold your way down. Okay? Work your way to the ultimate goal of folding over.